It takes more to make a king than a broken elvish blade. The Mouth of Sauron is a chilling figure in The Lord of the Rings, embodying the corruption, cruelty, and manipulation that characterize Sauron's rule. Although his appearance in the narrative is brief, he leaves a lasting impact, representing the twisted fate that can befall even the noblest of men who succumb to darkness. This emissary of the Dark Lord serves as a living reminder of the power of deception and the loss of identity that results from unwavering devotion to evil. The Mouth of Sauron's origins are shrouded in mystery, though Tolkien provides several crucial details about his background in The Return of the King. He is described as a Black Númenórean, a member of a once proud race of men who descended from the survivors of Númenor. The Númenóreans, a powerful people blessed with long life and wisdom by the Valar, were known for their advanced civilization and strong alliance with the elves. However, pride and a desire for immortality corrupted some of them, leading them to turn away from the Valar and fall under Sauron's influence. When the island of Númenor was destroyed in the Second Age, some survivors known as Black Númenóreans settled in regions of Middle-earth such as Umbar and Harad. These men harbored bitterness and resentment toward the faithful Númenóreans, those who remained loyal to the Valar. The Mouth of Sauron is believed to be a descendant of these Black Númenóreans, who aligned themselves with Sauron, seduced by promises of power and dominance. It is said that he entered Sauron's service shortly after the Dark Tower of Barad-dûr was rebuilt in the Third Age. Through his devotion and cunning, he rose to become Sauron's chief emissary and lieutenant. Tolkien notes that the Mouth of Sauron had served Sauron for so long that he had forgotten his own name. This detail symbolizes the complete erosion of his identity, illustrating the price one pays for absolute submission to evil. The Mouth of Sauron's physical appearance reflects his inner corruption. When he appears at the Black Gate in The Return of the King, he is described as being clad in black armor, with his face hidden behind an imposing helmet. Only his mouth is visible, and it is cruel and twisted, with rotting teeth and a sinister expression. This grotesque image reinforces his role as a vessel for Sauron's will, reducing him to little more than a mouthpiece for darkness and malevolence. His voice is his primary weapon. The Mouth of Sauron is a master of deception, intimidation, and cruelty. His words are designed to inspire fear and hopelessness in his enemies. This reflects Sauron's own tactics, which rely heavily on manipulation, deceit, and the psychological breaking of his foes. The Mouth of Sauron's ability to wield language as a tool of oppression highlights the power of words to either uplift or destroy. The Mouth of Sauron's most significant role occurs during the Parley at the Black Gate, near the climax of The Return of the King. As the combined forces of Gondor and Rohan march to the gates of Mordor to distract Sauron and buy time for Frodo's mission, the Mouth of Sauron emerges to deliver his master's message. He presents Frodo's mithril coat, elven cloak, and Sam's sword, tokens taken when Frodo was captured by orcs in Cirith Ungol. The Mouth of Sauron uses these items to sow doubt and despair, implying that Frodo is dead or captured, and that Sauron now possesses the One Ring. He offers terms of surrender to the leaders of the West, suggesting that they submit to Sauron's rule to spare themselves from total annihilation. His tone is one of mockery and condescension, meant to demoralize the forces of the free peoples. However, his attempt to break the will of the West fails. Gandalf sees through the deception, rejects the terms, and takes back the items the Mouth of Sauron presented. Aragorn's silent resolve further reinforces the strength and courage of the free peoples. Enraged by his failure, the Mouth of Sauron retreats, and the battle begins. The Mouth of Sauron symbolizes several themes in Tolkien's work, including the corruptibility of men. As a Black Númenórean, he serves as a cautionary example of how even the noblest of men can fall into darkness when driven by ambition, pride, or a desire for power. His forgotten name underscores the idea that total submission to evil leads to the loss of one's individuality and humanity. Another theme the Mouth of Sauron represents is the power of language. In Tolkien's world, words can be wielded as weapons. The Mouth of Sauron uses language to manipulate and intimidate, while characters like Gandalf and Aragorn use words to inspire hope and unity. This contrast highlights the dual nature of speech as both a force for good and a tool for oppression. That concludes our exploration of the Mouth of Sauron. Until next time, be wise in what words you utter. The vault is now closed.